We are going to start now the second lecture of chapter 5 class 10th mathematics arithmetic progressions. So in this lecture we start with the definition of arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean between two numbers a and b is another number capital A. We are saying we are talking about two numbers a and b are there, and capital A is the arithmetic mean between these two numbers if the three numbers a, capital A and B, these three numbers, they are in AP. These are in AP means we are talking about these two numbers over here. It means A minus A. We are talking about these two numbers over here equal to B minus A, that is equal to the common difference of this AP. So we are saying the two numbers A and B were given. We are saying capital A is arithmetic mean if A, capital A and B, these are in arithmetic progression. So to find the arithmetic mean, we are saying we are having this equation over here. So from this equation we get 2 times A is equal to A plus B. So capital A is A plus B by 2. So we are saying the arithmetic mean capital A between two numbers A and B, it is A plus B by 2. Next we have is find the arithmetic mean. We are talking about this question 13 and 19. So the formula we know, it is 13 plus 19 by 2. This is the arithmetic mean. The answer you will get it is 16. Second, if these are the two numbers, we have to calculate the arithmetic mean between these two. So it is A minus B plus A plus B upon 2. These two B gets cancelled. We are left with this 2A upon 2. So the answer we have it is A. So we are saying that small a is the arithmetic mean between A minus B and A plus B. Next is if numbers, these are the three numbers given to us, and it is given that these three numbers are in AP, we had to find the value of n. Now what one method you can use is that you calculate the common difference from these two numbers. So the common difference from these two numbers, it is 3n plus 2 minus 2n minus 1. Next we will calculate the common difference from these two numbers. It is 6n minus 1 minus 3n plus 2. And we are saying both these values should be equal. So we get it is n plus 3 is equal to 3n minus 3. So 2n is equal to 6 implies n is equal to 3. So if we substitute n is equal to 3 for these three numbers, we will get the three numbers are 5, 11 and 17. Second thing we can say is that this number given over here, that is 3n plus 2, this is arithmetic mean between these two. So we have 2n minus 1 plus 6n minus 1 over 2. This is equal to 3n plus 2. You will solve this equation and you will get n is equal to 3. Next we have some important results over here that are required for to solve our next problems. So first we are saying that suppose we have to make some choice of the numbers, say three numbers that are in AP. So it is the best choice we have, it is we choose the numbers in the form A minus D, A and A plus D. These are the three numbers that are in AP. If suppose we have to choose three numbers, so we can choose three numbers in this form. There are another ways also. We would have written it in the form A plus D, A plus 2D also. But we are saying the better choice is to choose these three numbers. Similarly, if we have to choose 4 numbers in AP, then what we can do, it is, these are the 4 numbers we are talking about. It is A plus D, A plus 3D, A minus D and A minus 3D. We are saying for these numbers, the common difference is 2D. This is the common difference. Next, if we have to choose 5 numbers, we are saying it is A over here. It is A plus D, A plus 2D, A minus D, A minus 2D. So this is how we can choose 5 numbers. If we have to make the choice of some 5 numbers which are in AP, we choose the number in this form. So based upon this, we have certain problems. So first is, the sum of the 3 numbers in AP is 21 and their product is 2, 3, 1. So how many numbers are in AP? 3. When we have to choose such number, we are saying how we are going to choose those numbers. We are saying the numbers they are A plus D and A minus D. These are the 3 numbers. Now it is given that the sum of the 3 numbers, that is A minus D plus A plus A plus D, that is equal to 21. D gets cancelled. So we are saying it is 3A is equal to 21. So the value of A we get it is 7. Next thing that is given to us is product of these numbers. A minus D, A plus D, that is equal to 231. These two terms gives A square minus D square into A is equal to 231. The value of A we already know. So we get it is 49 minus D square is equal to 231 over 7. On solving this term, we will get it is 33. So from this we will get it is 49 minus 33 is equal to D square. So D square is equal to 16. So the value of D we have it is plus minus 4. So if we consider D is equal to plus 4, for D is equal to plus 4 and A is equal to 7, the numbers we have, this is 7, then it is 7 plus 4, so it is 11, and 7 minus 4, it is 3. So these are the 3 numbers. If we are considering D is equal to minus 4 and A is equal to 7, then the 3 numbers we have, it is, we are saying this number is 7. The next number we have it is 7 minus 4, and this number we have it is 7 minus 4. So it is 11, 7 and 3. Next question we have, it is find 4 numbers in AP whose sum is 20 and the sum of whose squares is 120. Now, as we have discussed in our previous slide, let the required 4 numbers be this. We are saying we would have considered the numbers in the form A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. These are also 4 numbers that are in AP, but we are not considering it in this form. It is better to consider the numbers in this form. Why? Because when we add these values, the sum is given to us. It is 20. So when we add these values, this 3D gets cancelled with 3D, D gets cancelled with D, and the value of A we get it is equal to 5. Next thing we are given is that sum of their squares. So sum of the squares we are saying A minus 3D whole square plus A minus D whole square, A plus D whole square and A plus 3D whole square is equal to 120. So when we will solve these values and we will substitute the value of A is 5, we will get the value of D is plus minus 1. You can solve these values. Calculations are shown over here. You can see these calculations, that how we are getting this value, and the final value we will get it is D is equal to plus minus 1. So we are saying when D is equal to plus 1, and a is equal to 5, we will get the answers. When d is equal to -1 and a is equal to 5, we will get the answers. So the numbers we have, it is a minus 3d. A minus 3d means 5 minus 3, then 5 minus 1, then 5 plus 1, and 5 plus 3. Similarly, for these values, these numbers are 5 plus 3, then 5 plus 1, then 5 minus 1, and 5 minus 3. So on solving these values, you get that the numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and these numbers are 8, 6, 4, 2. So these are the required numbers. So this is the reason why we are choosing the numbers in this particular form. Next we have is the sum of the n terms of an AP. So to find the sum of n terms of an AP, we are saying that suppose the first term of the AP, it is A, and the common difference is D, and the last term is L. Then the formula we are saying, it is the sum, the formula for the sum is Sn is equal to n by 2. How many terms are there? There are n terms in an AP. The last term is L. So this formula for the sum we write, the term we write it is Tn or An, and the sum we write it is Sn. S means sum of the n terms of an AP. It is n by 2 into A plus L. A is the first term, L is the last term, or it is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 D. These two formulas you have to remember that these are the two formulas. We will see how we are getting these formulas. So suppose we are saying there is an AP which is having n terms. The first term is A and the common difference is D, and the last term is L. Then we know that L is equal to A plus n minus 1 D. L is the nth term we are saying. This is equal to Tn we are saying. So we may write this AP as A plus D, A plus 2D, so on up to it is L minus 2D, then L minus D, and then L. This is the last term we are talking about. Now if we are talking about the sum of all these terms, it means we are adding all these terms. We are talking about the sum of all these terms, it means we are adding all these n terms. So if we write them in reverse order, we are writing them in reverse order means we are writing L over here. Next we have it is L minus D. Next we have it is L minus 2D. So on up to it is A plus 2D. Next it is A plus D, and next it is A. And we add these two. We are talking about, we are adding these two. So we get 2 times Sn is equal to A plus L from this term. From the next term, these D and minus D gets cancelled, and what we are left with is A plus L. From the next term, these two gets cancelled, we are left with is A plus L. So on up to, again from these two we will get A plus L. From these two we will get A plus L, and from last term we are getting A plus L. So we are saying how many times A plus L is added. It is n. These terms we are saying these are basically n times. So this becomes n into A plus L. So the formula we are getting it is Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. These are the sum of the n terms we are talking about. Now the formula for the last term we have, we are saying Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus. The formula for the last term it is A plus n minus 1 D. So it is n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 D. This is the sum of the n terms. So you can use either this formula or you can use this formula for the in the questions for the sum of the n terms of an AP. Next is find the sum of first 24 terms of the AP. This in the first term we have it is 5. The common difference over here, that is equal to 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. The formula Sn we are talking about, that is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. Now we want to calculate the value for n is equal to 24. So S24 is equal to 24 by 2, 2 times 5 plus 24 minus 1, and the value of d we have it is 3. So the answer we get it is 12 into 10 plus 69, that is equal to 948. So we are saying the sum of the first 24 terms of this AP is 948. Next is we have to find the sum of this AP. So the first term we are saying it is 25. The common difference we have it is 28 minus 25 is equal to 3, and the last term we have it is 100. Now the formula for the sum, that is n by 2 into a plus l. So first we want to calculate the value of n. So we are saying this 100 is equal to a plus n minus 1 d, that is equal to 25 plus n minus 1 into 3. That is we are calculating that which term is this value 100 we are saying. So on solving this you will get it is 75. We are shifting this 25 over here is equal to n minus 1 3. So this is n minus 1 is equal to 25. So we get n is equal to 26. So the value of the sum we will have it is 26 by 2 into a is 25 and l is 100. On solving this you will get the answer is 1625. So we are saying that the sum of these terms, that is 25 plus 28 plus 31 so on up to 100, the sum of all these terms is 1625. Next is find the sum 18 plus 15 whole 1 by 2 plus 13 and so on up to minus 49 whole 1 by 2. Now the value of a we have it is 18. The value of L we have it is minus 49 whole 1 by 2, that is equal to minus 99 by 2. The value of D we have it is 15 whole 1 by 2 minus 18. So the answer we will get it is 31 by 2 minus 18. So that is equal to minus 5 by 2. So these are the values we are having. Now we are saying this last term, this is just like the Tn, and we want to calculate the value of this n. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. So we are saying minus 99 by 2, that is equal to 18 plus n minus 1, and the value of d we have it is minus 5 by 2. This value we are saying, this is the value of d we are having. Now on solving this we will get that minus 99 by 2, that is equal to 18 plus, it is 18 minus 5 by 2n plus 5 by 2. So if we shift these terms on the other side, so 5 by 2n, that is equal to 99 by 2 plus 5 by 2 plus 18. So the value we get it is, when we solve this value, it is 52 plus 18, that is equal to 70. So the value of n we get it is 70 into 2 by 5, that is equal to 28. So we are saying the values we have it is a is equal to 18, L is equal to minus 99 by 22, and n is equal to 28. So the sum of n terms will be n by 2 into a plus L, that is equal to 28 by 2 into 18 minus 99 by 2, and the answer we get it is minus 441. So this is the required sum, minus 441, this is the required sum. Next is find the sum of the first n terms of an AP whose nth term is 5n minus 1. Now it is given that Tn is equal to 5n minus 1. So we get the first term will be 5 into 1 minus 1, that will be equal to 4. The second term is 5 into 2 minus 1, so that is equal to 9. So these two values gives us d is equal to a2 minus a. 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. So the sum of n terms we have it is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So the value of n we don't have, so it is 2a. In place of a now we are having 4 plus n minus 1. In place of d it is 5, and when you solve these values you will get the answer is 1 by 2 n into 5n plus 3. So these are the sum of the n terms. Next we are calculating the sum of the 20 terms. So it is 1 by 2 into 20 into 5 into 20 plus 3. So it is 10 over here, and we are getting it is 100 plus 3. So this is equal to 1030. So we are saying that the sum of the 20 terms is 1030. Next is if the sum of first n terms of an AP is this. Now it is given that Sn is equal to 1 by 2 3n square plus 7, and these are the sum of the first n terms. Then find the nth term and hence write the 20th term. So we are saying these are the sum of the n terms means what is S1, that is equal to A1, that is the first term. S2 will be equal to A1 plus A2, sum of two terms. S3 is sum of three terms. We are having these values from this. So if we substitute S1, we calculate S1, we get it is equal to A1, and if we substitute 1 in this, it is 1 by 2 3 plus 7. So the answer we have it is 5. This is the first term that we have. If we calculate S2, it is value of A2, we are saying it is 1 by 2 3 into 2 square plus 7 into 2. So the value we get it is this 1 2 gets cancelled from this, it is 6 plus 7, that is equal to 30. Now we are saying the first term A1 is equal to 5, and second value is that A1 plus A2 is equal to 13. So this gives us A2 is equal to 13 minus 5, that is equal to 8. So the value of common difference we have it is A2 minus A1, that is equal to 8 minus 5, that is equal to 3. So the general term we are saying it is A is this 5 over here plus n minus 1, d we have it is 3. So this is equal to 3n plus 2. This is the general term that we have. So the 20th term we will have it is T20, that is equal to 3 into 20 plus 2, that is equal to 62. Now this is one method to solve this question. The another method is, we are saying that the sum of n terms is given to us. Sum of n terms means we are saying Sn. It means it is a1 plus a2 plus a3 so on up to plus an. If we calculate the value of s of n minus 1, it means it is sum of a2, a3. Some term before this it is an minus 1, and this is sum up to an minus 1. Now if we subtract both these values, if we subtract both these equations, we get Sn minus Sn minus 1. We subtract these values, these all gets cancelled, and what we are left with is An. An means we are talking about this is the nth term. So we have the formula Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. So we can use this formula directly over here. So we are saying Sn is given to us by replacing this n with n minus 1. We obtain this value of Sn minus 1. Then we have used this formula, that is Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1, and we obtain that the general term is 3n plus 2. This is the same answer we are getting over here. So you can use any of these two methods, any one of these two methods. Next is, how many terms of the AP this must be added to get the sum 120. So in this AP, what we have, A is equal to 3, D is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, N we want to calculate, and Sn is given to be 120. So 120 is equal to n by 2 into 2 times A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is our equation. So if we multiply, if we cancel out this 2 from all these equations, or you can multiply it on other side, we get it is 120 is equal to n into n minus 1 plus 3. This is equal to n square plus 2n. 120 is equal to this. So it means we are saying n square plus 2n minus 120 is equal to 0. By splitting the middle term, we get it is n square plus 12n minus 10n minus 120 is equal to 0. So this implies us n into n plus 12 minus 10 into n plus 12 is equal to 0. So this gives us n minus 10 into n plus 12 is equal to 0. So the values of n that we obtain, that is equal to 10 or minus 12. Now this minus 12 value is not possible because n is the number of terms. So we are left with this n is equal to 10. So we are saying hence the required number of terms is 10. Now the next question is, how many terms of the AP this AP is given to us must be added to get the sum 72. Again, A is 17, D is 15 minus 17, that is equal to minus 2. N we want to calculate, and sum is 72. So we are saying 72 is equal to n by 2 into 2 times A plus n minus 1 into D is minus 2. So again this 2 and this gets cancelled. So the equation we are left with is 72 is equal to n into, this is 18 minus n. So we are having n square minus 18n plus 72 is equal to 0. Now by splitting the middle term, we get it is n square minus 12n minus 6n minus 72 is equal to 0. We take n common, so it is n minus 12. Minus 6 common, it is n minus 12 is equal to 0. So we get n is equal n minus 6 into n minus 12 is equal to 0. So the values of n we have it is 6 and 12. Now next part of the question is explain the double answer. Double answer means we are getting two values of n, one is 6 and one is 12. That is the sum of the 6 terms as well as the sum of the 12 terms, that is same, that is 72. The reason being, we are saying the sequence that is given to it is 17, 15, 13, 11, so on. Then after some terms, say after certain term over here, say a x we are saying, or a k some value we are saying, after this these terms are negative. If I am talking about the 12th term over here, we can say that this 12th term may be negative. So what we are saying is that when we are talking about there is some term a6 over here, the sum of all these values that we have, it is 72. After this the next term we have it is a7, 8, a9, a10, a11, a12, a13, like this the terms are there for this sequence. Now we are saying that the sum of all these values up to a12, this is basically 0, because sum of these terms will be positive, sum of these terms will be negative, and sum of all these terms collectively that will be equal to 0. And this thing is mentioned over here, that this means that the sum of all terms from 7th to 12th terms is 0. Some of these will be positive, some of these will be negative, and their overall sum of these remaining terms it is 0. That is why we are getting two answers over here, that up to 6th term and up to 12th term the sum is same. Next is the first and the last term of an AP. A is equal to 7 and L is equal to 49. Now if sum of all its term is, we are saying the sum of all these terms it is 420. Suppose this is the nth term we are talking about. Find its common difference. So the formula we are saying it is Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. This is given to be 420. N we don't know. A we have it as 7 and L we have it as 49. So this gives us the value of n is 50. The calculation these are shown over here, and you will get that the value of n is 50. Now we are saying the 15th term of the AP is 49. We are talking about this, that an, this is the last term we are saying, and how many terms the AP has, it is 15 terms. So it means a15, that is equal to a plus 15 minus 1d, that is equal to 49. A is 7, 14, and the value of d we want to calculate, this is equal to 49. So we will get 14d is equal to 42. So it means d is equal to 3. So we are saying the common difference, we have to calculate two things. We have to find its common difference. We are not supposed to calculate it, but to calculate this common difference we have to calculate this value of n. So we are saying the answer we require is the common difference of the AP is 3. The next is sum of the first 7 terms of an AP is 63. So S7, that is equal to 63, and the sum of the next 7 terms is, sum of the next 7 terms means I'm talking about the first 7 term sum. It is S7. We are saying it is A1, plus A2, so on up to plus A7. Now the sum of A8 plus A9 plus so on up to plus A14, that is equal to 161. It means S14, that is equal to A1 plus A2 so on up to plus A14, that is equal to 63 plus 161, and this value is equal to 224. So these are the two values given to us. One is S7 is 63 and S14 is 224. Now we have to find the 28th term of this AP. So from this thing we are saying that n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d, that is equal to 63. From this term we are saying it is 14 by 2 into 2a plus 14 minus 1d, that is equal to 2 to 4. Now from both these equations, when we are solving both these equations, this term will become 6. This 2 gets cancelled, we are left with 3. This 7 and 63 gets cancelled and we are left with 9. Similarly, in this second equation, we are having this is 7 over here, and when we cancel this 7 on this side, we are left with this 32. So we are left with two equations. From the first one, we are saying it is a plus 3d is equal to 9. From the second one, we are saying it is 2a plus 13d is equal to 32. So these are the two equations we are left with. One is a plus 3d is equal to 9, and second is 2a plus 13d is 32. Now we are saying we have to solve these two equations. So to solve these two equations, we are multiplying this first equation with 2 and we are getting it is 2a plus 6d is equal to 18. When we subtract these values, the answer we get it is 7d is equal to 14. So the value of d we get it is equal to 2. Now putting d is equal to 2 in the first equation, we get a plus 6 is equal to 9. It means a is equal to 3. This is the value, a is equal to 3. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the 28th term of this AP, and the formula for T28, that is equal to A plus 28 minus 1 into D. The value of D we have already calculated. So the answer it is 3 plus 27 into 2, that is equal to 57. It is important to note over here that first you have to multiply these two terms and then you will add the answer to this 3. Sometimes the mistake that we committed is we add these two values and multiply it with 2, but this is wrong. So the final answer that we will get, that the sum of the 28 terms, it is 57. Next is if the 14th term of an AP is twice the 8th term. So it is given that the 14th term of an AP is twice the 8th term. If the 6th term is minus 8, then find the sum of first 20 terms. We have to calculate the value of S20. So from this we are saying it is a plus 14 minus 1d, that is equal to 2 times a plus 8 minus 1d. So on solving this, what we get is the equation, on simplifying this, the equation we are left with is a plus d is equal to 0. Now we are talking about this equation over here. So it is a plus 5d equal to minus 8. Now solving these two equations, we will get a is equal to 2 and d is equal to minus 2. Solving these two equations means we are subtracting these two equations, we will get the value of d. We will substitute that value of d in first equation, you will get the value of a. Now we want to calculate S20 and the formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So n by 2 means we are saying it is 20 by 2 into 2 into 2 plus 20 minus 1 into minus 2. So the final answer it is, these two gets cancelled, it is 10 over here and we are left with this 4 and this is minus 38. So the answer we are getting it is minus 340. So we are saying that the required sum is minus 340. Next is the sum of the fourth and eighth term of an AP is, that is T4 plus T8, that is equal to 24, and the sum of the sixth term and the 10th term, it is 44. We have to find the sum of the first 10 terms, means we have to calculate the value of S10. So from this first equation we have a plus 3d plus a plus 7d, that is equal to 24. So we get 2a plus 10d is equal to 24. From this second equation we have a plus 5d, a plus 9d equal to 44. So on solving this we will get 2a plus 14d is equal to 44. If we subtract both these equations, we are talking about these two equations now. If we subtract both these equations, we are left with this minus 4d is equal to minus 20. So we will get d is equal to 5. If we substitute this value of d in the first equation, we are saying it is a plus 5d is equal to 12 and the value of d we have it is 5. So the answer for a we get it is 12 minus 25, that is equal to minus 13. Now what we have to calculate is we have to calculate the value of S10. So it is 10 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So it is 5 into 2 into minus 13 plus 9 into 5. So it is 5 into minus 26 plus 45 and the answer for this it is 95. So we are saying the sum of the first 10 terms of this AP is 95. Next is sum of first 14 terms of an AP is 1505 and its first term is 10. So sum of the first 14 terms is 1505 and the first term is 10. We have to find its 25th term. So we are saying that 1505, it is equal to 14 by 2, that is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1, it is 13d. This 2 gets cancelled and we are left with 7 over here, and this 7 when we simplify over here, we are saying this is equal to 215. So we are saying 215 is equal to 20 plus 13d. So 13d is equal to 20, it is 195. I think this value is 195. So the value of d we have it is 15. The value of a it is 10. The value of d it is 15. Now we have to find the 25th term. So it is a plus 24d, that is equal to 10 plus 24 into 15. so that is equal to 10 plus 360, so that is equal to 370. Now the next is in an AP of 50 terms, so number of terms it is 50. The sum of first 10 terms is 210 and the sum of last 15 terms, so sum of last 15 terms means we are talking about S50 minus S35. Why? This is A1 plus A2 so on up to plus A50. We are subtracting from it A1 plus A2 so on up to A35. Here A35 will be there. After this we have these terms, so if we are subtracting these terms, these all gets cancelled, and what we are left with is A36, A37 so on up to plus A50. So how many terms are these? These are the 15 terms we are talking about. These are the last 15 terms. So the value of S50 minus S35, this is given to be 2565. So we have to find the AP. So we are saying that S10 is this, it means it is 5 into, why 5? It is n by 2. A plus n is 50. The n in this case it is 10. So it is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d. So the equation we are saying this 5 and 210 gets cancelled, and what we are left with is 42. So the equation we are getting from this, it is 42 is equal to 2a plus 9d. Similarly, from this second term, we are saying S50 is 25 into 2a plus 49d minus S35 is 35 by 2 into 2a plus 34d. This 2 and this 34 gets cancelled and we are left with 17, and the final answer we have it is 2565. And on solving this value, we are saying this is the equation that we are talking about over here. On solving this equation, the simplified equation you will get it is A plus 42d is equal to 171. Now we have to solve these two equations. On solving these two equations, we will get the value of A is 3 and the value of D is 4. How we are going to solve this is, we are going to multiply this equation with 2. We will subtract it from this equation and we will get the values of A is 3 and D is equal to 4. These are the two linear equations we are talking about in two variables, and you know how to solve these equations. So we are saying the required AP is, first term is 3. Now the next term it is 3 plus 4 it is 7. Next term it is 11. So there are total 15 terms. So we are writing some terms over here and rest we can say we can continue. So there are total 50 terms in this, up to 50 terms. So this is the AP we are talking about. Now next is the sum of the first 6 terms of an AP is 42. So we are saying S6 is 42. The ratio of 10th term to 30th term, T10 over T30, that is equal to 1 is to 3. Now we have to find the 13th term of the AP. We have to calculate T13. So sum means this is sum of the 6 terms. So it is 3 into 2a plus n minus 1 means it is 5d. This value is given to us. When we are talking about this is t10, so 10th term is a plus 9d, 30th term is a plus 29d. So from this we are getting the equation is 2a plus 5d, that is equal to 42 by 3, that is equal to 14. From these two values we are saying the equation that we will get, it is a plus 29d is equal to 3a plus 27d. So on solving this we will get the value of this a, we are on this side, this 27d on this side, it is 2d is equal to 2a. So this implies us a is equal to d. Now if we substitute this a is equal to d in this, we get it is 2a plus 5a is equal to 14. This implies 7a is equal to 14. This implies a is equal to 2. So that is equal to d. So we are saying the value of a and d we have, it is 2. Now we have to calculate t13. So that is equal to a plus 12d. So that is equal to 2 plus 12 into 2. That is equal to 2 plus 24, that is equal to 26. So we are saying the first term is 2 and the 13th term is 26. Next is, if Sn denotes the sum of the first n terms of an AP, prove that S12 is equal to 3 times S8 minus S4. So if we substitute these values over here, we get S8, that is equal to n by 2. N by 2 means it is 4 into 2a plus n minus 1 d minus. Now it is 4 by 2, it is 2. And it is 2a plus n minus 1d means it is 3d. So if we solve these values, it is 8a plus 28d minus 4a minus 6d. On solving this, we are saying it is 8a minus 4a, means it is 4a, and these two values give it is plus 22d. Now if we calculate the value of S12, it is 12 by 2 into 2a plus 11d. These two values gets cancelled and we are left with 6 over here. So this becomes 6 into 2a plus 11d. Now we are saying the value of this term is over here. So if we take 2 common, we are left with this 2a plus 22d. We are multiplying this 3 over here. It is 3 times this 3 we are talking about. So the answer is 6 into 2a plus, this is 11d, and we have taken 2 common from these two. Over here we are left with 11. So the answer we are getting, it is these two terms we are saying. This is the RHS we have solved. This is the HS we have solved, and we are saying that LHS is equal to RHS, and this is what we have to prove. Now in this next question, it is given that sum of first n terms is S1, 2n terms is S2, and 3n terms is S3. So we have to prove that S3 means sum of the first 3n terms, that is equal to 3 times the sum of the first 2n terms minus the sum of the first n terms. So we are calculating the value of this and calculating the value of this. So it is 3n by 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 d. This is the formula we have. Formula for this, it is 2n by 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 d. The formula for this, it is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. We substitute these three values in these equations, and what we obtain is, when we are subtracting these two values, we are saying this 2 gets cancelled over here. So if we multiply these terms, so what we are get is 2an plus 2n square d minus d into n. From this we are getting, these two are multiplied, it is a n we are left with this. Next we are left with this, it is 1 by 2 into n square d, and the last term we had, it is 1 by 2 into d into n. Now when we subtract these terms, we are subtracting these terms, we are left with this a n plus 3 by 2 n square d, and it is minus 1 by 2 dn. We are multiplying this whole term with this 3. If we take n common and this 2 common, so what we are left with is 3n by 2. This will become 2 over 2, so it is 2a plus 2 we have taken common, what we are left with is 3nd minus d. Look at this term over here, 3nd minus d. This is just 3n minus 1 d, and we can see that both these values, these are equal. So we are saying this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side, and both of these are equal, and this is what we have to prove. Now the next we have is, if the sum of the first p terms of an AP, that is SP, that is equal to same as the sum of the first q terms, where p is not equal to q, then we have to show that the first sum of the first p plus q terms is 0. So substituting the value for both of these, it is p by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1. In place of n, it is p minus 1d. That is equal to q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 d. On solving this value, this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we are left with this 2pa plus p into p minus 1d. That is equal to 2qa plus q into q minus 1 d. So this term we shift on this side, it is 2pa minus 2qa. That is equal to q into q minus 1 d minus p into p minus 1 d. So the value we get is 2p, it is 2a into p minus q. That is equal to, we are saying from these terms, from these two terms we are talking about, we get it is d is common. So what we are left with is q into q minus 1 minus p into p minus 1. Now if we look at this term over here, it is q square minus q minus p square plus p. So it is q square minus p square minus q minus p. So it is q minus p into q plus p minus q minus p. So if we take q minus p common, we are left with this q plus p minus 1 d over here. we get this term. So it is 2a into p minus q, that is equal to this. If we cancel these two terms, we are left with minus 1. So what we get is that 2a is equal to 1 minus p minus q into d. This is the equation we are getting. Now we have to calculate the sum of the first p plus q terms. So sum of the first p plus q terms, that will be p plus q by 2 into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 d. Now we are saying, look at this value over here, 1 minus p minus q d, and 2a we are talking about. So from this equation we are saying, what we get is that 2a plus p plus q minus 1 d, that is equal to 0. This thing we are getting from this equation, and this term we are saying it is equal to 0. This is the whole term we are talking about. This is equal to 0. So we get that the sum of p plus q terms is equal to 0. Now the next is, if the sum of the first m terms of an AP be n, we are saying the sum of the first m terms is n, and the sum of the first n terms is m. We have to show that the sum of first m plus n terms is minus of m plus n. This thing we have to prove. Now Sm is equal to n means m by 2 into 2a plus m minus 1d, that is equal to n. From this equation we get n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d, that is equal to m. These are the two equations that we have. Now from this first equation, 2am plus m into m minus 1d is equal to 2n, and from this equation we have 2an plus n into n minus 1d is equal to 2m. Now we are saying that we have to solve these two equations. So we are going to subtract these two equations to find the final answer. We are subtracting these two equations. We get it is 2a into m minus n. From the next term, d is common. We are left with is m into m minus 1 minus n into n minus 1, that is equal to 2 into n minus m. Now again, if you look at this term over here, it is m square minus m minus n square plus n. So it is m minus n into m plus n minus m minus n. So it is m minus n into m plus n minus 1. It means from all these three terms we can take m minus n, m minus n and m minus n common. So what we are left with is that 2a plus d into, we are cancelling out this m minus n from all these terms. It is d into m plus n minus 1, that is equal to 2. It is with the minus sign, so it is equal to minus 2. Now if we write the formula for the sum of m plus n terms, so the formula we have, it is m plus n by 2 into 2a plus m plus n minus 1 d. Now the value of 2a plus d into m plus n minus 1, we have it is minus 2. This value we are talking about. This whole value we are saying this is minus of 2. So it means this 2 and this minus 2 gets cancelled. So the sum of m plus n terms we get it is minus of m plus n. This is the sum of m plus n terms. It is minus of m plus n, and this is what we have to prove. The next is the ratio of the sum of first m and first n terms of an AP. So what is given to us is that the ratio of the sum of m to sum of n terms of an AP, it is m square by n square. We have to prove that the ratio of the mth term to the nth term, that is equal to 2m minus 1 over 2n minus 1. This thing we have to prove. This is given to us and this thing we have to prove. So we are saying, we are putting the values in this. So it is m by 2 into 2a plus m minus 1 d over n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d is equal to m square over n square. This 1 by 2 get cancelled. This m and this n gets cancelled. So we are left with this 2a plus m minus 1 d into n. This is equal to m into 2a plus n minus 1 d. We have cross multiplied these two terms. So what we get is that 2an plus n into m minus 1 d, that is equal to 2am plus m into n minus 1 d. So 2a into n minus m is equal to d into mn minus m, it is minus mn plus n. These two terms get cancelled. So the answer we get 2a into n minus m. This is equal to d into n minus m. These two gets cancelled. So we get d is equal to 2 times a. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to calculate the value of Tm over Tn. So the formula we have it is a plus m minus 1 d over a plus n minus 1 d. In place of d we are writing it is 2a. So it is a plus m minus 1 into 2a over a plus n minus 1 into 2a. This a gets cancelled. So what we are left with is 1 plus 2m minus 2 over 1 plus 2n minus 2. So the answer we get it is 2m minus 1 over 2n minus 1, and this is what we have to prove, that the ratio of these two terms it is 2m minus 1 over 2n minus 1. Next is the ratio of the 11th term to the 18th term of the AP, that is given to be 2 by 3. We have to find the ratio of the 55th term to the 21st term and also find the sum of the first 5 terms, ratio of the first 5 terms to the ratio of the first 21 terms. So this is a plus 10d over a plus 17d. So if we cross multiply these two terms, we will get it is 3a plus 30d, that is equal to 2a plus 34d. So we get the value of a is equal to 4 times d. From the given condition, we get a is equal to 4 times d. Now the next step we are going to do is, first thing we have to calculate is the ratio of T5 is to T21. So that is equal to a plus 4d over a plus 20d. In place of a we are writing it is 4d plus 4d, 4d plus 20d. So the answer we get it is 1 by 3. Talking about this value over here, the answer we get it is 1 by 3. Next we are calculating the ratio of the sum of the fifth term to ratio of the 21st term. So it is 5 by 2 into 2a plus 4d over 21 by 2 into 2a plus 20d. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. In place of a we are writing it is 4d. So this value we get it is 4 into 2 it is 8. It is 5 into 12d over 21 into it is 28d. So if we solve these values, we are saying it is 7 over here, 7 over here. So answer we get it is, the d already gets cancelled, it is 5 over 49. So we are saying the ratio of S5, that is sum of the first 5 terms to 21 terms, it is 5 is to 49. Now the next is, if the ratio of the sum of the first n terms of 2 APs is this. We are given 2 APs. Suppose the first term we are talking about of 1 AP is A1 and common difference is D1. For second it is A2 and for second common difference is D2. Now it is given that the ratio of their sums. So it is n by 2 2A1 plus n minus 1 D1 over n by 2. The number of terms it is same. First n terms we are talking about. So over here we get it is 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2, and we are saying the answer is 7n plus 1 over 4n plus 27. So this n by 2 gets cancelled, and what we get is, we have to calculate is the ratio of their ninth terms. It means we have to calculate the value of T9. So it is, we are saying the ninth term for this is A1 plus 8D1 over A2 plus 8D2. This value we have to calculate. So if we look at these terms over here, now if we compare both these terms, the answer we require, if suppose in place of this I am writing it is 2a plus 16d1 over 2a2 plus 16d2. This is 2a1, 2a2, it is same in both these cases. Next it is d1, d2, this is d1, d2. So what we are saying is that n minus 1, if we substitute 16, that is n is equal to 17. If we substitute in this value, what we will get is 2a1 plus 16d1. We are substituting n is equal to 17. The reason is given over here, over 2a plus 16d2, that is equal to 7 into 17 plus 1 over 4 into 17 plus 27. On solving this, the answer you will get it is 120 by 95, and that is equal to 24 is to 19, and this is the value that we require. We are saying this was the actual value that is required, this is the value that is required. So what we have done, we have multiplied both these equations with 2, so value will remain same. So we are saying that the ratio of the ninth terms will be 24 by 9. These are the ratio of the ninth terms.